Hi, I'm Matthew from OpenResty Inc. Today I'd show how to serve static resources on OpenResty Edge. Using OpenResty Edge to serve static resources does not need to back to source, which is higher performance and more reliable, but it is not required. Let's go to the OpenResty Edge's admin web console. This is our sample deployment of the console. Every user has their own local deployment. We start by uploading the static resources to OpenResty Edge. Go to the global static file page. Create a directory. We name it test. Create. Here is the directory we create. Enter the directory. Then we upload the file. Select the file bird.jpg. Save the file. Create a subdirectory. We name it images. Create. Enter the directory. Then we upload another file. Select the file cat.jpg. Save the file. The files have been uploaded, so let's use them next. We can still use our continuing sample application, testedge.com. Enter the application. Go to the page rules page. Here's a page rule created in an earlier video tutorial. Let's create a new page rule to return a file directly. We enable a rule condition to check for the URI/images/bird.jpg. We choose the string equality operator. Enter the value /images/bird.jpg to match the static file. And turn on the content. Select a file that we just uploaded. Expand the directory. Select image bird.jpg. We insert this page rule before the proxy page rule. Create the rule. We need to make a new release to push out our new changes. As always, click on this button. Ship it. Our new release is now synchronized to all our gateway servers. Then we send an HTTP request with URI images/bird.jpg. A bird image was returned, which is what we expected precisely. After demonstrating the return file, next, we illustrate the directory. Go to the page rules page. Edit the page rule. Choose the operator prefix matches. Enter the value /images to match the static resource location only. Select the directory that we just created. Ignore URI prefix allows the requested URL to be different from the actual resource URI, which we will demonstrate later. Save the rule. We need to make a new release to push out our new changes. As always, click on this button. Ship it. Our new release is now synchronized to all our gateway servers. Then we send a request with URI images/cat.jpg. The request returned a cat image in the subdirectory images. What will happen if we request images/bird.jpg? The request returned the error page. There is no bird.jpg file in the images subdirectory. Next, we demonstrate how to ignore the URI prefix. Go to the page rules page. Edit the page rule. We still use the test directory. Then choose to ignore string. Type /images/. Save the rule. We need to make a new release to push out our new changes. As always, click on this button. Ship it. Our new release is now synchronized to all our gateway servers. We send a request with the /images prefix. The request returned a bird image. Then we request the image in the subdirectory images. The request returned a cat image. Then we send a request with the /no prefix of a non-existent resource. The error page was returned. This is what I'd like to cover today.